It wasn't until she began singing a familiar modern tune that the young marshal suddenly realized his fiancée had also time-traveled from the modern world. Bursting with excitement, pushed the door open without hesitation, startling the woman and her maid inside. Everyone knew how violent and temperamental the marshal could be, and the maid nearly collapsed under the pressure of his presence. Afraid he would take his anger out on the maid, the woman quickly stepped in front to shield her. Amused by her bravery, the marshal demanded she sing the song again. If not, the maid would pay the price. Terrified, the woman motioned for the maid to leave and began singing once more. The marshal, thrilled to have met someone like him in this strange world, scooped her into his arms and headed outside. But the woman had no idea that he was a fellow time traveler, and she was nearly scared out of her wits. This was the last thing she wanted after just arriving in this era. Meanwhile, a scheming woman outside the room listened as the noise quieted down, assuming the marshal had already harmed the newcomer. In their past life, she and the woman had chosen husbands at the same time. She gave the poor suitor to the woman and married the powerful marshal herself, only to be tormented to death. The poor man, however, became the richest man alive. So this time, she made a different choice, keeping the rich man for herself and giving the marshal to the other woman. But just as she was congratulating herself, she looked up and saw the woman being carried out unharmed by the marshal. Shocked, she demanded the marshal put the woman down and let her walk on her own. But the woman's dress was torn. If she got down, she'd be exposed, so she begged the marshal not to put her down. To her surprise, the marshal suddenly snapped, "I don't care what you think, I care what I think," using a very modern catchphrase. The woman's face froze. That line was straight from the modern era. How could he possibly know it? In that instant, she began to seriously question who the marshal really was.